All right. Are you ready to get cooking with Chef-boyArGee? Are you ready to get cooking with the chef? Let's go. And here's a quick public service announcement from Chef-boyArGee. When using a vegetable slicer or a mandolin, my old policy, I could get down to 1/8 of a potato before I use the guard. Guess what? If you're not paying attention, it'll go right through. Your fingers will go right through that mandolin. Do not do this. From now on, half a potato, we use the guard, so your public service announcement, use the guard always, because it didn't feel good and it did take quite a while to heal. All right. Well, the cooking show is going on. Drink a choice. We have some Sky Vodka, citrus flavor. Gonna mix that with some non-calorie strawberry seltzer water and a splash of cran. What kind of cran? Black cherry cranberry dot. On the rocks. Our chefs do approve. Let's drink a choice tonight, but sit back, relax, and get a beverage of your choice, whatever kind of libation you enjoy. And let's get going with this cooking show. Are you ready to cook with the chef? Are you ready? All right, tonight, some of you may remember, we did last Christmas. We did potatoes, dauphinés, gratin. It's kind of like scalloped potatoes, the French version. Tonight, we're going to be doing scalloped potatoes. Very similar. How about some scalloped potatoes gratin? Gratin means you melt the cheese. And we're going to throw some meat in there. How about some little smokies? You can use chicken, you can use ham, you can leftover pork steak. Put any kind of meat in there you want. You don't even have to use the meat for these. It's just a choice. But this is the way we're going to do it tonight. Are you ready to cook with the chef? Are you ready? Alright, so in the basic ingredients, we're going to use about 6 potatoes. These are freshly grown from Idaho, in Idaho, USA. I think they're russets. Meat we're going to use some little smokies, but like I said, ham, chicken, you can put whatever you want in there. Or just a mince meat. We normally get a big old block of cheese. We use the Gruyere cheese, but that stuff's so expensive that's only for special occasions. We're going to be using Swiss. How about an onion? We're going to throw an onion in there. Now milk, you can use heavy cream. We're going to use half and half and probably top that off with a little bit of milk. Spices, we're going salt, pepper, and nutmeg. A lot of different varieties you can use, little variations. But this is going to be the basics we're doing. Let's get ready to cut up these potatoes. All right. Potatoes have been sliced up in a mandolin. You can use a knife. You can make them 1/4 inch, but I like them not quite wafer thin, but less than 1/8 of an inch. And you can cut them real small. Slice them real small in the mandolin, but like I said, be careful, use that guard so you don't take your fingers. Look at that. We have our casserole dish. We took some butter. Use your hands, smear that butter all over. Easy clean up, and that way it doesn't stick. Bottom layer. Put a layer of potatoes on there, then hit it good with salt, pepper, and just a little bit of nutmeg. That's important, salt and pepper on every one of these little slices. Our little smokies. Like I said, use a meat of your choice, ham or nothing. We took smokies, a little smokies pack of those. We cut them up. Cut them into 4 or 5 little pieces, every little smoky. Potato, salt, pepper, nutmeg, smokies, and let's put some cheese on this layer. Alright, when that's done, like I said, normally we shred it up, but we're just using sliced cheese. We just kind of rip that up a little bit, if you want. Put that on top there. Now what are we going to do? Let's get another layer going. You can taste the little smokies and Swiss cheese as you go. That's good too. But here we go. Let's get the next layer going. Alright, next layer up. Same thing we did. Except this time we used a half of an onion. We didn't dice that, but we cut it up pretty small, a little less than diced. We put that on top of the second layer with the little smokies. And they're already pre-cooked, but that's alright. They're delicious. The onions on there. We're getting enough to go one more layer on top, a light layer on top. One more layer. Here we go. Alright, last layer's on. The only thing on the last layer on top, potatoes, all the good spices, salt, pepper, nutmeg, and cheese. Then we take the half and half. Like I said, half and half. You can use regular milk. You can use heavy cream. We use that. Put that in there, and we needed a little extra, so we topped that off with some milk. We're about, not all the way to the top, about 3/4, between half and 3/4 up. We could have used a little bit bigger dish. We have a few potatoes left, but we'll cook them for breakfast. Here we go, and now we're going to cover this. What are we going to cover it with? Some tin foil. You can use aluminum foil, but the old chef uses tin foil. Cover that with tin foil. You're going to put it in a preheated oven, 350 degrees for about an hour. Then we're going to pull that off, and we might even add a little more cheese for another 10 or 15 minutes at the end, just to really get that cheesy on top gratin. So let's cover this with foil, throw it in the oven, and see what we have. Are you ready? Alright, 1 hour 350. We just took the tin foil off. Now we're going to put it back in for about 15 more minutes. It's going to heat up and get rid of a lot more of that liquid and brown that up. Are you ready? Let's get this back in there for about another 15-20 minutes. Alright, here we go. Like I said, 1 hour it was covered, 350. Then we took the tin foil off, another 20 minutes. Let that brown a little bit. Pulled it out of the oven. Oh, it smells good. And it does look good. Now we're going to let it rest about 15 minutes before we cut into it and plate it up and see what we got. Oh, it does look good. Smells good. Are you ready to see what the final product is like? Are you ready? Alright, Chef-boyArGee. It's plated up. Looky here, looky here. Smells and looks so good. Finished product. Scalloped potatoes gratin with little smokies. Not very difficult. Takes a little time, but it's good. Are you ready to get cooking again? We're going to be up again soon. Enjoy. Bon appetit, says Chef-boyArGee.